Lesson 6-4, Example 2. Our objective is learning to display and analyze data in bar graphs. So here we have some data on magazine subscriptions sold by grade level. Grade 6, 7, and 8, and how many subscriptions they sold. And we want to put this into a bar chart so that we can, rather than just looking at the raw data, we can see a graphic representation, which sometimes can help us see patterns and trends a little easier than we can in raw with just plain numbers. So the first thing with a bar chart is that I'm going to have an X and a Y axis. And you can see that I'm using graph paper and a ruler as a straight edge there just to be able to make this a little bit more precise and show things a little more clearly. So here I have my X and Y axis. Well, my X axis is going to be my grade levels. I could put my bars horizontal or vertical. In this case, I'm going to choose to make my bars vertical. I could make them horizontal this way. It's just a choice. And so I think I'm going to have grade 6 will be here. Then grade 7. And grade 8. And I've chosen to make them sort of 3 units wide. Again, they could be 1 unit wide, 4 units wide. That's just a choice. And on my on my y-axis, I'm going to have the magazine subscriptions that are sold. So I'm going to go ahead and label that right now as well. Magazine subscriptions sold. And at this point I have to decide what my scale and unit are going to be for the numbers on this scale. Down here is going to be 0. That's my origin. It always starts at 0. And my data shows me that, well, 597 is the highest one. And this is going to be increasing in this direction. I don't need to go higher than 600. So I think what I'm going to do, I could make this maybe every one magazine, 2 magazines, 3 magazines, but I'd get off my page pretty quickly. That's not going to be very useful. So I'm going to have a different interval. It means that each of these lines right here is going to be probably more than 1. And I think I'm actually going to make them about 50. That means that every 2 is going to be 100 magazine subscriptions. Now, if I make them smaller, that's going to be more precise. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, actually. But I also have to think about whether or not it's going to fit on the page and how useful that's going to be. I just want to be able to look and make a general comparison of this data here. So that means every line here is going to be 50. And now I can start actually putting in my bars. So grade 6 is 258. Well, here's 200, and here's 250. 250, it's just going to be a little bit higher than that. It's going to be, that bar is going to be about that high, just a little bit above that 250 line. Grade 7 sold 597. That's almost to 600. That's going to be just right below it there. Just right below grade 7, just right below 600. 597. So there is my grade 7 bar. And then finally grade 8, 374. Well, here's 300, here's 350. 375 would be exactly halfway between this and this, so that's pretty close to 374. So that's going to be right about there in this bar for grade 8. I could actually go ahead and color these in if I need to. I think right now they're looking good enough as they are. I need one more thing, and that's a title. The title is Magazine Subscriptions. Sold by grade level. That tells my reader exactly what information they should be getting from this bar chart.